Yes, both ACCAs and CPAs are hired. ACCAs are hired more for accounting advisory, IFRS, and over and above, I've seen people be getting hired in mergers and acquisition, valuation. Of course, there's statutory audit, internal audit, forensic audit. I've seen people get into I was in international tax. So Big Four is sort of all over. Down in South, like in Hyderabad, for example, they hire hundreds every month, hundreds of ACCAs for their GCC, as we call it, the Global Capability Center, where across the world, a lot of companies outsource their work to the Big Four, and the Big Four deliver the services to them from India. So ACCAs, because they have global understanding, they're hired here in these GCC centers as well. CPAs, once again, they've been hired in auditing. They've been hired for managing a lot of the US GAAP, as we call the US accounting, the US auditing, the US regulations. And again, the Big Four have tons of clients from the US. So CPAs are very well accepted there. I've seen CPAs getting hired in the global capability centers as well. And once again, I think CPAs and ACCAs have a lot of the similar sort of understanding. It's just that CPA is more US focused, ACCA is more global. Yes, ACCA and CPA both are accepted. None of them have signing authority, that's only with CA. But anything else to do with being hired as professional chartered accountants, being hired because you're an expert in the field of finance and accounts, CPAs and ACCAs both are being hired in India, and in fact they're being hired in spades. Like, we work with companies like Deloitte. They keep asking us to send them ACCAs. We get companies who are, I don't know if you all have heard about this new term called ESG. We have companies who are specializing in ESG, and they want ACCAs and CPAs to get hired in their firm. So I think, yes, growth is unlimited. CPA completes faster, takes 1.5 years. ACCA takes 3 years if you start from scratch. But as many of you all know, you get exemptions in ACCA. So if you're already a chartered accountant, you can finish ACCA in 6 months. So to summarize, ACCA goes on from 6 months to 3 years, depending on how many exemptions. CPA is going to be 1 to 1.5 years for anybody. Again, both have the same potential. It depends on your performance.